what AOL understood and what he understood was that communities trumped content. And I think we've lost that along the way. I think we forget how powerful communities are, and truly that's what the internet is about. If you stop and think for a second, how much time when you're on technology or using technology, how much time are you actually connecting with other people? And it's interesting because I sit here and I think about, almost everything I do on the internet, whether it's Twitter or Facebook or email or just the communications we do, that the internet allows is really, that's the foundation of it. It allows us to connect to each other. The first thing we have to understand is the generation that we're dealing with. We're dealing with the second internet generation. The millennial generation was the first generation, and you just heard the speaker before me talk about trying to get those in their 20s into your cities. But what I'm focused on is the next generation, the generations that are in our schools now. And as of last March, researchers have decided that they are a different generation. Now, there are a few things we know about kids that are in our schools today. Number one, they are being raised media first. They are a media first generation. They watch video and they interact with images more than they interact with text. And here's the question. Raise your hand if you've ever learned anything by watching a video. This is the only question I ask that I always get 100% of people, regardless of age, have watched video and learned something from it. That is the change of our society, right? The change in our society is that you get to learn something the moment you want to know it. And here's one of the founding beliefs in Finland is that the opposite of success is not failure. In most education today, we see that success and failure are the opposites, which is why if you get the letter grade F, it stands for failure. In a knowledge economy, we need to understand that failure is everything that happens right before you become successful. And the opposite to success is fear. The opposite to success is never getting started. That's the opposite.